What is up, guys? Just getting started. What's up, Batman? What's up, Ellie? I pinned your message by mistake. Didn't mind. So the goal is 190 with a band, which would be a PR, because my current PR is 190, no band. So we'll see how it goes, and then we'll decide next week if I'm going to go for 200 or 195. What's wrong, Batman? Why did you delete your message? Probably because he doesn't have a mod status anymore. I had to clean up my mod stats because there are a few there's a few people that were trolling other people I follow, so I had to remove a bunch. So you'll probably get it back eventually if you stick around. So I have my chalk as well. Actually, I'll write the PR as 190 kg. What's 190 to pounds? Does anyone know? I think that's it. I don't know. You should probably know, Silver. I do have a cut on my finger, which is going to make this whole thing really annoying, but I'm not going to avoid this whole workout just because of that. It'll be a very waste of a whole progression that I've done. Make sure I get the pre-workout in right now, so by the time I get to the heavy lift, it's already in my system. Nice. I'd probably like to try those, maybe for RDLs, but then I don't really. What's the point of the snatch grip deadlifts? Is there a specific point for them? Get the chalk out now. Spilled some up on my hands by the time I get there, so it's all worked in. I don't like chalk because of how messy it is, and how when you use chalk it rips your hands more. So it will rip your calluses when you use chalk because it dries out your hand. Yeah. So I'm not really into deficit. I suppose that would be probably nicer than just a normal deficit because you're able to get more upright. After my deadlift block, maybe I'll try some. I'm thinking once I finish 200 on the deadlift, I'm going to go back into low bar squats and try to get the 180. So the main points I'm trying to do is be explosive on my lift. Not let it pull me forward, and fully lock out, which is the whole purpose of doing bands, is to fix my lockout because it's weak, which is obviously helping. There's obviously Batman left the chat because he doesn't have a mod anymore. Such a loser. Like, if the only reason you're on someone's channel is because you have a mod, you know, that shows all. He deleted his comment and left after he's seen his name was grey. It's a bit sad. Is this angle good, guys? Because I want it to be a good short. So yeah, just take a bit of chalk and get it in there. Up the fingers as well. It basically rubs off every time you use it on the bar, but then the chalk's on the bar now, so when you go back to the bar, it's already got the grip onto that. But then the other point is you don't want too much chalk on the bar because it fills in the knurling and makes it slippy. What's up, poor man? We had a guy crash out because his mod status is gone earlier. So if you read, let me pin that. That's what we're going for. You're looking a lot bigger now for a while, by the way. Last night in your stream, I could see that difference. You're definitely a lot bigger. $141. So I have like a cut right here, and it's just making this really annoying. If I can do it, would. So now we're at the point where I'm going to be taking a bit longer between sets. Don't want to burn myself out. I put a little bit more pre-workout in it as well into the water. So more than I'm used to. $140 that. Yes, Batman. Seems like you're a bit of a crybaby there. Deleting your message after saying you had a grey name. Kind of what you did with the Slim, or whatever you call it, STFU, from what I hear. I removed a few people's mods. You shouldn't need a mod to be here. If you need a mod to be here, you can just go. I don't really care. Same with King Dale, removed his mod. But he'll never get it back because he was talking about other people. Like skits. He was talking about skits in other people's lives. So he's gone for good. And he's a bit obsessed with Jamie. It's funny that you had to remove your like as well, Batman. I seen it. As soon as you removed the message, the like went. It's always fun when people think you're stupid. So 160 on the bar, guys. We'll just let's ignore Batman, and we'll keep going for this list. I went for a run today. It was just so wet. I had to just give up because I couldn't even breathe with the rain hitting me. I'm gonna get my music prepared as well. I hate the new ads that are coming up because you can't skip them. Alright, music is prepared. So, don't know what I should go to, 160 to 180, and then do 190. I think might be the best course. Allows me to get that 180, feel that heavy weight, and then do 190. So yeah. So 4 plates, 180. shooter. Haven't seen you in a while. We've had a few crybabies in chat, shooter, because they lost their mod status. So we're going for that 190 today. So in a sense it's a PR since it's going to be with a band, an added band. I've never done my PR is 190 with no band. What's up, Tom? I've been too active on YouTube recently, so probably haven't seen me around. Chuck the clips on. Oh, they're on this. Just to stop the sliding at the top, because sometimes it goes a bit wonky. Been grafted, that's good. Nah, I'm not going to block anyone, but you can simmer in silence. What's up, Shirley? It's here. Tom's calling me out here. Go on, Tom. Give me a fitness challenge and we'll go through it. Let's see who wins. $180 on the bar, and then we'll do 190. Hopefully, it is a big jump. So I did 180 last week with the band and it moved pretty well. I'm happy with how that moved. So I'm hoping this should go well. Super set with Tom. So we're gonna, obviously you're meant to take longer between heavier sets. So obviously there's not much to do between the sets. If you have any questions, go ahead. So my chalk is that's what I'm using. My chalk. I hate the feeling of chalk. Do you do lunges? You know, just start off just doing lunges if you want. You know, do lunges the way I do it, with the bar, and then you can hold the bar with weight in your hand and go around like that. It's a really good way to do it. Oh yeah, there's a bit of a storm outside, by the way, so you can probably hear that. Right, let's do this. 180. Glasses are coming off because they keep feeling like they're about to fall off. Try to get the ball in the correct position. It's a bit annoying sometimes. 190. Let's do this. Whew. How'd that look, guys? Didn't feel great, but it did move. So I need a 5. I think that's a bit far out setting it. Right, 190 now. So the weight matches my PR, and then it's got an added band, so technically it's above my PR. So hopefully I can do it. But that's why I did the 180 before. So I went from 160, 180. So obviously with the 180 it's going to feel really hard with that massive jump. So hopefully this feels better. Yeah, it's already ripping my hands. That's what I said, when you use chalk, it dries your hands and rips them, which is why I don't like using it. So I only use it for my like PR attempts. Ox heart for a week. I don't think I will do that. I'll continue eating my oats. Yeah, give myself a few minutes and then we'll rip this up. So I think another 60 seconds and then I'll set up. But yeah, it's good. Just try some chocolate bar. Where to put the chalk? I'm actually going to put some chalk on the bar. Because where I grip, I'm gripping over the slick part as well, so it's not really, there's no grip there. And I'm not sure putting chalk on that actually helps. Put that in. Hopefully that does something. Trust me, an extra quick boost of red meat. I do need to eat more, but I think I'll start with having eggs. I haven't had an egg in probably 2 years. Right. Let's do this, guys. 190. Let me set the band. Just make sure the band's properly positioned before you start. That's probably the most important part. Let's do this. Let's add some more chalk. Just why not? Hate chalk. Oh. I gotta rewind here to see that. That was a struggle. I'm watching this back now, so how did that go, guys? 190 done with a band. I can feel where it just rolled up my leg. Okay, a little bit of a, you know, strongman style to get it up, but that got up. Yeah, just a few more kilograms of body weight on myself, and 200's gonna be no problem. But that's deadlift done. Let's go to RDLs. It's hard, but I'm glad I did it. So, I don't know, next week, 190, Vincent, what do you think? 195 next week or 200 without a band? Ooh. Let's see. What's up? I'll take that into account, Tom. I don't. Yes, I don't know if I'm going to go for 200 next week or 195. I'll see. It really depends on how I feel. I know I'll get a lot of people saying, oh, bad form, bad form. Shut the fuck up. You lift the same as I do. Let's see. They wouldn't say bad form to a strong man. If you can get the weight up without being injured, you've done a good job. Still can't lift 160 with one hand. I always try that, to try to lift 60 with one hand. Never works. Peace out. Right, RDLs. Have you started any leg training, Tom, or not? Yeah, you don't have to go anything crazy. Just get started. That's the main thing. I need to compare that lift with my 190 without a band, and I'm going to compare and see which one looks better. I won't be live for it next week because I'll be recording it. I think mentally it's easier for me when it's not live. I think what's leg training? I think I rush a bit when I'm on live. I've got one of these cheap coffees. That was 50p. I could rather buy that than a kind of monster right now. Alright, peace out, Tom. I've got RDLs, lunges, and then chest. Breath. Also, a main point is doing the rest of your workout after all of that. So you can't just hit these lifts and then not do anything else after. You have to finish the rest of your workout. second. Back. Right, lunges. So I have these dumbbells now, so I can go up to 30 kilograms on these lunges, which is really good. But I need to warm up, jump up to them in the lunges here, because you feel it in your knees if you don't. Because the deadlifts, RDLs, they're not touching your quads really, so you need to jump up carefully with this sort of weight, or this sort of exercise. Now, you do want to train both sides. Now I'm talking about holding the weight on one side and holding it on the other. You do want to switch if you're doing it with dumbbells, because I find it easier going forward with the weight on the outside. It's harder on the inside, so I'll do back down sets with the weight on the outside, just because it means I train harder for the weaker part. Right. Let me take my glasses off. They're now just falling off. Once I get a bit sweaty, the glasses are useless. Makes reading chat a bit hard as well. Trying to read the chat. This is 30 kilograms. This is my second week of using these 30s, so it's good. I only did one set with them last week, so I'll do 2 sets and then back down, do back ups. Ten lengths, nice. Usually don't hit 10 lengths, especially with fat man removing this. You always have those sort of fake people. That's why it's good to root them out, just like skits did. The only reason you come to places is because of blue name. Just, there's no point. Don't trust people like that. It's like Batman and King Dale Clark are kind of definitely know each other. They both came to my page at the same time. It's quite obvious. Back to 20. So eventually I will be doing it with a barbell on my back, the lunges, but I just don't think I'm strong enough yet to do those. Because it does hit so much of everything around your hips. That's how I got injured once, because of those lunges. I was doing 60 kg lunge and I just went, obviously it was too heavy, and I just felt my sacrum go. Now that was back when I was squatting 120, so that means I am stronger now, so I could probably do that without risk, but you know, better to play it safe. So weight's done. Do a few body weights now, and then go on the chest. Out of breath. with the bodyweight ones, you kind of want to focus on taking all the weight off the back leg. Basically, you're trying to basically do like that. So in a sense, you are putting more weight on it than if you're holding some weight. Because a lot of that force is going through that back leg as well, which a lot of people seem to overlook, which always confuses me. Like, it's a pretty obvious aspect. I suppose I should change the thing. Let's unpin. We'll pin that. Just some people coming in though. I'm thinking about getting an attachment that puts it to one leg, so I can try to put my feet closer under it. But then that would make it more unstable, so I don't know. Steam up. Ooh. Looks like the glasses are staying off. So 8 reps. We'll see if I can get up over 80 with 8 today. The bench has been a bit of a struggle. A stony lift that's not coming back as fast as after my time off. So my squat and deadlift are obviously right back to where they are. Well, my deadlift's over it. As I was saying before, once I do my 200 kg deadlift, I'm going to focus on low bar squats. Because I feel like deadlift's something, you keep that strength, it doesn't just disappear. As proven by my time away, coming back, and it's about 2 months now, and I've already just got a PR there. And I am a lighter body weight still, so that's also something to think about. It must have got colder because I can see the steam off my breath. But obviously I've been moving, so I'm warm. So I probably haven't noticed it. Right, 80. So the goal of today's workout for bench is to hit a top set of 8 reps basically, and then just hit more reps after, like a bodybuilding style, but obviously building that 8 rep strength up as well. It's a good way to avoid the heavy lift of the 1RM, which I'm doing earlier in the week, because my lower back just can't take that much. Like if I went to do a heavy 1 RMA or RM on bench, my back wouldn't be up to it, because there's a lot of stuff going through your back, a lot of force that you need. That's right, there's a new technique I need to practice. I'll explain it after this set. Let's see if I can do it. So, as we all know, leg drive, you're pushing up towards the bench, not straight up, not straight back, towards the bench. But there's 2 ways you can do it. Obviously straight back, or you can push the knees out like that and come back, which is what I'm going to be trying, because I feel like that suits me more, because I have more hip mobility than a lot of people, so that may work for me. So that was 8 reps with 80. Let's try 85 rate. No excuses. Obviously, it doesn't have to be perfect. There is no, I don't have a set number right now until I feel like my 1RM and bench is back to a good point. At least being able to do 120. So obviously next week I'll try 120, and then we'll see where I am. Because my program's 12 weeks, so I feel like if I start on 120, and then by the time I finish it, that PR is not, it's going to be really easy. I probably wouldn't even need it to do that. Oh. The weather is terrible. It is pitch black outside, and it's only, what time is it? It's not even 3. What's up, A? Asgon. I don't know how to say your name. I think it Mr. Colin. Agon. Agan. I don't know how to say your name. I'm hoping that my back's not going to be too sore tomorrow or the next week from these deadlifts. I want to be able to squat weight. In all honesty, I kind of want to finish, get the 200 out of the way so I can do the low bar squats and get up to 180 on that, and then no one can question my strength in any way, because people always go at my squat because it's a lot lower than the other lifts, but they don't understand that a high bar squat is a lot harder than what they do. Even if they call their squat high bar, it's not a high bar. High bar is very specific, because they'll put it in the high bar position, but then they'll lean way forward still. They'll only go halfway down, you know, those things. It's not a high bar. You're just wishing it was. We're not that weight yet for 8 reps. Probably burnt myself out with the 180. Right, we'll work down now. We're doing incline press after this, so we'll work down to 60 and then go on to incline at that point. So incline, dumbbells. I think I got 3 reps with the 30s last week on the dumbbells, so we'll try to get more. I always find a lot of people, obviously a lot of gym goers are really strong for the dumbbells because they tend to use those more than the actual bench, especially younger guys. You know, like you'll see so many people who can't bench 100, but they're reffing out 40 each side on dumbbells. If you're there, leave a wee comment. See who's still here. Because I've seen someone that's hitting the heart. The chest is already pumped. It's probably from the deadlifts, you know, your lats are probably taking a lot of pump, which is in turn makes the bench feel more pumped. I definitely like the feeling of this with the leg drive, trying to pushing the knees out and opening the legs basically. But you're not actually doing that. You know, you're not gonna see that because your legs are planted into the ground. Before someone comments that. Alright, down to 70. I still find it funny that my incline press PR is 115. And that was on a steeper incline than what I do now. So I wonder what, if I worked up, what I can hit an incline. But I'm really just trying to focus on that bodybuilding style, getting bigger. Because my chest is definitely in terms of strength, it's not a weak point, but in terms of size, it is. Like mainly like down here at the bottom. Up top, it's really good. It's like it's perfect all up here, but then like the center, which is, I need to do some more close grip bench stuff. What's up, Marcus? Good to see you. I don't have my glasses on, so I can barely see. So if you call, you have to give me a little bit to notice it. So after I do dumbbells, I'm going to get a plate and just do really close grip for a bunch of reps just to hit that, the middle part of the chest. Like if I had cables, that's what I could do. I don't have cables. Because you could hold the cables like that and just go up and down, or you could go across. I could probably do a band going across, which I might see about setting that up. So all I really need to do is attach the bands like down here or up here, and then I could do crossovers like that. Right. Incline, guys. So 2 plates under the bench for incline. I'm really happy with that deadlift, by the way. 190 with a band. Honestly, I don't know, do I call that a PR? Because my PR is 190 with no band. So is 190 with a band a deadlift PR or not? Because what if I do 191 with no band? What's heavier? It's a bit annoying, so I'll probably put 190 kg deadlift with a band just on the short. Right, incline, guys. This is obviously my longest workout of the week. All the other workouts aren't anywhere near as long as this one. But that's purely because it's legs and upper body, so it's just going to take longer. I forgot to take the weight off one second. It's always funny how that works. You think you'd be able to compensate, but you can't. Out of breath, guys, out of breath. And being out of breath doesn't mean you're unfit because you're out of breath lifting weights. As Jamie Brown said. Lifting weights is far harder than going for a run in the terms of pure exertion in a certain point of time. You know, it's like a sprint. It's like saying you're not going to be out of breath. You're unfit if you're out of breath after a 100-meter sprint. It's a moronic statement he made. It's a singular mind statement, especially for the fact that he's out of breath after doing 10 push-ups. But either way, he's just wrong on that point. It's I hate when people put misinformation out like that. I'd say I get more out of breath lifting than when I go for a run. It's such a different kind of out of breath as well. It's like a deep, you need a deep breath, but when running it's like you're breathing faster. That's what you need. That's what you feel as well. One more set of that. Benching, not feeling too good today. And it could be with my hands. I know a lot of times people say if your grip is shot, burnt out, you're not going to be able to bench as well, which makes sense because the harder you can grip at the time, the overall stronger and more stable you're going to be. Like if you can't grip that bench, you're not going to be as solid throughout your movement. You're going to be kind of more shaky, which is definitely what I feel. But that's another thing. 190 no straps. Grip strength's pretty good, and I don't feel like my grip strength was anywhere near the feeling there. So I might go to 195 with a band next week. I'm not sure what I want to do. It's either 200 with no band or 195 with a band. But it's still definitely the top part of the movement, which is definitely the hardest for me. Obviously with the band it made that 90 harder. But I locked it out, which is the main thing. I can't believe how dark it is outside. That's crazy. At least the wind seemed to stop. Still practicing the legs, pushing the knees and legs out for the leg drive there. I could definitely notice it. It's nice. I'm happy with that. Right, we need to do dumbbell bench press. So we'll do 20s first, and then 30s, just to warm it up. I need to load those as well. Where's my number 5? Ooh. So this is 33 kilograms, because obviously the bar weighs 3.5. I can bench 140. What about you? My PR is 127. The goal is 140, obviously. And they're just popped in. What's up, Shane Choi? Thanks for coming in. I'm very blind, so I can't read. 140 is a really good bench, if it's true. I forgot to put music on for my deadlift PR. Forgot about that. That's probably what felt weird. Oh, I can feel my legs are dead already. I can feel it. The hardest thing about this is just setting up. I'll put those far because obviously I'm not going to be able to do too much with 30s. So we'll put these here. I need to get another set of these collars because they hold on much better. There's no wiggle compared with the other collars, which have a lot of wiggle. Right, 33. Let's try to hit 5 reps. Oh, my leg. Oh, it's really hard setting that up, but I got 5. My hip flexor cramped kicking it up. That's a funny one. Right, get these out of the way. Back to 20. See, I'm always thinking I want to split this workup up. So do bench the upper body tomorrow rather than all at once, or at least even one in the morning, then one at night. I hate the workouts that take this long. Like an hour. An hour is perfect, I think, for a workout. Like, I get my squat session done in an hour. I do squats. Also depends on how heavy I go. It'll take longer if I go heavy on squats. Squats, hip thrust, both hamstring and quad extensions, back, rows, pull-ups, six exercises, 2 tricep exercises. So 8 exercises in an hour. Obviously, I'm only taking about 30 seconds rest between each, which is the only difference. Funny how light the 20s feel. I remember struggling when I first got the 20s, how much struggle it took just to get a few reps with them. But I always do think dumbbell press is a lot about that stability as well, which is why the big jumps are hard. Like, I could only get 5 reps with the 33s. Now, here's the thing, how do you, if I put the dumbbell press up onto a short, do I add both sides together and say it's 40 kilograms if it's 220s, or do I just say 20 kilogram dumbbell press? Or is it 40? That's one that always confuses me. Or do I add my body weight onto it as well, like profiteer? This will be how I know if he's watching, because I know I'll get a complaint through somewhere. Last set of this, and then we'll do some close grip. I'm going to do shrugs after this, and then that's going to be it when I call it. Right, extremely close grip, pretty simple. Just do this. and you will feel it. Like specifically in the middle. Like I know a lot of people say you can't train specific parts, but I say if you can feel it, you're training it more. Just like on the deadlift, if you feel your low back, that means you're hitting your low back more than anywhere else, which is obviously a form and a weakness issue. One more. Oh, bit of breath. This bit there. Right. Let's see. Shrugs. I haven't done shrugs in a while. Felt really nice, actually. Very happy with how that feels. Obviously, shrugs will help everything. Your deadlift, everything. Just think, if you can shrug like 100 kilograms for many reps, that means your upper back is going to be able to hold that weight stiff, rather than being ripped right down and stretching something in here and hurting yourself. It's crazy. Can you hear that wind, guys? It's good. I know a lot of people say you can't hit shrugs at this angle straight up with arms like this, but I disagree. I think the only reason you can't hit it is because it's too heavy for you. You know, you'll see the people going like this, like they're not actually doing anything, they're just going. You need to be able to up, down. It's purely an ego thing. You know, people loading 405 on the shrugs and just going. They're just, you know, they're just like, it's basically breathing. You know, you need to properly go up and down. I think we'll stick with 80. I can't be bothered unloading my dumbbells. So I'll probably post that deadlift short right after I end this, just so I have it up. There's another guy pushing his deadlifts up. He's called Sheeplin, and he hit 180 for a few half reps, which was good. But he did his on standing on a platform, so he starts at a lower position, which makes it harder. I forgot what you call it. Basically extra range of motion. Which I don't particularly care to do that. But if you could do that, that's good. Give it a shot if you're not specifically going for deadlifts. Obviously, you need to be careful with injury risk because it's a lot more bend on the back. Chugs is one I definitely feel like I'm about to pass out when I get to the last few reps I can do. It's like I feel like I'm about to drop if I keep going. Purely because of that blood pressure. Because you're building a lot of blood pressure up, holding the weight up and going like that. I haven't done any sandbags since I've come back, which is not good. I need to do it. Oh god, that's that chocolate. Right. Thanks for showing up, guys. Peace out.